What's going on YouTube? This is Casey coming back to you guys for another financial video nugget. So this is going to be a little bit different today. I had some requests to do another Tesla stock review because it's been in the news a lot lately, and they are set to do earnings next week. And so without further ado, if you guys take a look here, Tesla has been trending up significantly off of its lows back in back in June off of the 178 range. It's now up to 57.87. They're set to do earnings. The stock is really, really looking good, and it's really looking very poised for another continual breakout. It is sitting on the bottom. It is, I should say, it's sitting on the bottom of a resistance level that's in that 260-ish range. But I think overall it's looking very, very poised to kind of continue to do a continuation on its on its upward trajectory. And let me tell you guys why. So if you take a look here, the even one of the big shorts in Teslas per NBC actually changed their forecast. So they're a they have a huge short position in Tesla, and even they were recently forced to come out as of last week and change their estimates of what they think Tesla is going to hit based on the price targets. And the reason they did that is because Tesla came out last month and had ridiculously good production numbers. They just absolutely blew their production numbers to the water, out of the water. So they delivered 95,200 cars and they produced 87,000. And the stock shot up 7%. I actually was in the stock the day before the production earnings, the delivery earnings were were released. I've been actually trading the stock back and forth quite extensively, maybe 15, 20 different positions, kind of swing trading a little bit for the past few months off the bottom, and I've made a pretty good amount of money. If you just take a look here, Tesla still isn't quite making money, but what they are doing is they are ramping up their production. If you guys aren't familiar or not, if you're not familiar already, Tesla is poised to ramp up to start production in their Shanghai facility, that mega facility out there in China. I think towards the 2020, and they are on pace to actually open that up. And when they do, I think their production numbers are going to just go through the roof, especially I think with the Tesla 3 models, which they've done exceptional at. If you guys can take a look here, the trajectory of their quarterly production deliveries has just gone up exponentially over the past 5 years. And what do you see happen over the past, starting as of quarter two? I mean, it's just going vertically up. I like to call this a parabolic if we were looking at a stock. I mean, it's going up substantially. So much so that even the actual big shorts are like, hey, listen, we have to raise our targets. So, originally they were expecting it. Originally they had an underweight rating of $150. They, they raised this forecast now to only having a loss of 16 cents, which is a quite a significant jump from the previous 71 cents that they thought that they were going to that they were going to have. So as everyone knows, Tesla is not quite yet a profitable company. But what they are is they're slowly becoming profitable. Now, Elon Musk did recently, well, did a while back said that he didn't think that the company would ever necessarily be profitable, but I think that may have been more of a hedging his bets and being safe, under promising and over delivering, than saying, yeah, we're going to be profitable as of the next couple of quarters, and they don't, and then it significantly impacts the stock. So if you guys take a look here, their forecast is just slowly over time has slowly gotten better. Now the analysts are, they're waging anywhere from, the estimates are saying negative $2.1 to 91 cents earnings per share. The general consensus is $1.55, but I mean even the bear is coming out saying nope, no, we think it's going to actually be a lot less than that. So that's actually a really, really good thing because it shows that Tesla is really turning around a lot of those bears. And the stock, if you take a look, the stock is showing that. Again, if you just take a look, previously, it was in this consistent kind of a trading pattern between the 380 range, the 380 range, which is where we at here? Yeah, 380, 386, up to the 296, $300. I mean, just consistent, boom, boom. Getting at not as much here to 350, gap down, went all the way back up, and it's just been trading through it. Then it finally cracked it, went all the way down to the weekly, went all the way down to the weekly support level. Now it's back up to that to the range that it was trading at before. Like I said, based on the earnings, based on the production, I really think this is a good stock to be into, but you definitely have to be patient with it. But overall, I think the sentiment on Tesla is really turning around significantly. If you are in a position to Tesla, obviously, this is not financial. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I have to say that legally, but I personally believe, and I back it up with my money, with my positions, that Tesla's going to continue on having a bullish run. Now, from a pure technical aspect, depending on what you guys' price targets are, I would be looking at the $300 range, to be honest with you. I'm like, this is, for all intents and purposes, this is one of the last major resistance levels that Tesla kind of has to go through. Do I think that it can get back up to 380? I don't know. Do I think that it's undervalued a lot with $257? I really do. Like I said, just based on their production numbers, Shanghai is, once that ramps up, it's going to just really, really ramp up their production numbers a lot. They have made a couple of price adjustments with the Tesla as well. They did get rid of the Ludicrous mode and they packaged it into their second top tier package so that you don't have to pay the ridiculous amount of money anymore for the Ludicrous thing. But the Tesla 3 has been a hit. People love it. Tesla hit. Elon has already stated that his vision for Tesla in the next 3 years, which is literally right around the corner, is to have a fully autonomous fleet of vehicles. And so, he's kind of already prepping people for the fact that if you want to get a Tesla, you have to get in now because, if you don't get a stock, if you don't get a Tesla in the next 2 or 3 years, while the stock is still relatively reasonable, who knows if this is the bottom or not? This stock could, some of the analysts are having the stock go all the way up to $1,000 a share, which I don't actually think is too unreasonable. If they actually do start producing their fleet of fully autonomous vehicles pending the legal legislation and pending getting all the approvals and things of that nature, at a state, local, and federal level. I mean, what's to stop Tesla? I mean, they are clearly the leader in the market. Even the competitors have acknowledged that they're a clear 4 to 5 years ahead in the fully autonomous industry. That's notwithstanding the fact that one of their previous employees stole all the intellectual property, uploaded it to his personal file share, and somehow got away with that. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. But that notwithstanding, they are well ahead of the competition. They are making the cars more affordable, and at the same time, they are managing to slowly become more profitable, or at least cut down on their losses every single quarter. So that's really really a positive sign overall. Again, they have a great trajectory. You have even the biggest bulls that are acknowledging that, yep, you know what, we are anticipating them um, to actually come out and say that they're losing less money than what we originally anticipated. And this is a really, really, really good sign as well, because when you have a big short that is actually changing their target forecast, then the numbers are going to probably be good. That tells you, these guys are insiders and they little whisperers. And so when when the biggest excuse me, when the biggest short, one of the biggest short companies and a stock comes out already the week up and says, "Yeah, we're going to change our forecast numbers," that must mean that they really, really know the numbers are going to be good. And they only have to be a little bit better for the stock to go up, because people are already anticipating that they already are expecting a continuation as a result of the production numbers that they blasted through. So, overall, I think it's going to be a really, really good earnings report for Tesla. And can you even imagine if they were to actually blow through the numbers, through the earnings, and say that they were actually profitable in the year? I mean, for the quarter. I mean, that would just, I mean, who knows where that would send that stock at? But again, they only have to be a little bit profitable. That doesn't have to be anything ridiculous. It just has to be profitable enough, or I should say, have less of a earnings lost, for the stock to continue on. And I fully anticipate them to hit that. So yeah, I mean, overall, just taking a look at all of this, they're I fully expect them to blast through it and to hit those numbers. So let me know what you guys think in the likes in the comment section. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, are you in any of the positions in Tesla? Do you think that they're going to continue to kind of go through the numbers? What do you guys think to be one of the biggest factors that are going to help propel the company through the earnings report? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, leave the comments below. That significantly helps the algorithms with promoting the channel, which then helps provide you guys better content, which helps to ensure that you guys stay up to date on the a lot of these analysis videos. So let me know what you guys would like to see in the next video as well. I'll be more than happy to do a Tesla analysis after the earnings report. More than likely, I will be in a position prior to earnings, which I don't necessarily always recommend you guys do, but I will be in that. And let me know what you guys think, as to what you'd like to see for the next video. So until then, thanks for tuning in. Take care.